Hi everybody. So today I will be talking about very important subject and everybody is interested in. I'll be talking about diary. So what is it good, is it not good, pros and cons about milk and milk products. Okay. So just to a disclaimer, this is just for informational purposes only. It's not to treat or diagnose any disease. And it's just sharing my opinion and my research, what I have done about diary and my personal experience. Okay, so recently I posted one question that what do you think diary is good or bad for our gut and for our health? And we had different answers. Some people say it's good. Some people said not good for them. They are reacting to them. They have some reactions and inflammation going on. So let's see why is that happening. So what is it about milk and dairy products that are causing these issues? Okay, so first, milk contains one sugar which is called lactose, and this is a sugar molecule in the milk which is digested by an enzyme called lactase in the beginning of the small intestines. And in case there is less lactose present, then this lactose sugar molecule goes down to the large intestine and it's digested by the bacteria and the fungus and yeast, which produce gas, cramps, bloating, right? The thing is that the people have 40% reduction in lactase after the infancy. So the lactase, the enzyme, is higher while we are breastfeeding. I mean, the baby is drinking the milk. And after they stop breastfeeding, the lactase, the enzyme that digests the lactose, is dramatically reduced. So that's why people have issues when drinking milk from the lactose. Okay. So also, if the person has stress in their life, which we all have, most of us have, chronic stress every day in our everyday life, then our digestive system shuts down and doesn't produce any enzymes, and then we have it's much more difficult to digest this lactose. Okay, and we have issues. We feel that we have reactions on the milk, so we have to also focus on the stress. Like I said, 40% of the people, they retain the ability to digest lactose after infancy. So some people, they can still digest without any issues. If they have healthy gut, they don't have leaky gut, they don't have any issues, no stress, happy life. So they have no problem in digesting the lactose in the milk. Next, lactose creates acidic environment in the body. So if we want to create more alkaline environment, we know that fruits and vegetables, they create alkaline environment, which is more beneficial. And on the other hand, the acidic environment has been linked in developing rheumatoid arthritis, weight gain, food allergies, and autoimmune diseases. Okay. And this lactose, our body is trying to expel it somehow, to get rid of it. So it creates mucus. We know that our defensive system is primarily in the mucus, and it's forming more mucus when it's fighting something. So it's trying to get rid of this by creating more mucus in the sinuses, in the nose, especially if it creates more mucus in the intestines, and it's slowing down the digestion. So that's why people who consume milk, they experience more constipation than diarrhea. Okay, and it's also can or store it in the fat cells because it's a sugar molecule. We know with the insulin reaction, it's storing it in the fat because it cannot get rid of it, and that's why people cannot lose weight. So maybe this is the reason. Okay, so next thing, when cows are in the farms, in the farm factories, where they produce milk, they are constantly given hormones. I mean, because they need to reproduce to have more babies all the time and breastfeed all the time, to have milk production all the time. So in the milk there are hormones like progesterone and estrogen. So the kids that are consuming milk regularly, they enter puberty much faster, because they're consuming these hormones all the time, every day, in case the kid is consuming milk or dairy products on a daily basis, because milk contains hormones like progesterone and estrogen. Okay. And maybe in some boys, they grow some little boobs, and this is actually from milk, from dairy products. Then they also give to the cows bovine growth hormone to produce more milk all the time. And also they give DES hormone, which is banned in humans because it stimulates cervical cancer. Okay, so this both bovine growth hormone can cause cancer growth, and in some countries has banned the milk coming from USA because it's not labeled. Actually, there is no requirement to be labeled because the law is like that. So they get away with this, and they can produce more milk, and with giving the cows more hormones. And but some countries like Europe, they have banned import from USA milk because it contains these hormones, which is proven to cause cancer, especially cervical cancer. I used to have because every woman has going for annual checks, right, to the gynecologist, and they take like a sample, they take and they check for the altered cells, which I used to had some change cells which were not normal. So but the last 2 checks everything was normal, so no, I didn't consume any milk and cheese, rarely, very rarely, and the cells are normal. So if you have like scene 1, scene 2, it's the name of the beginning of growth of the cancer, of tumor, then you have to pay attention of what you're drinking or eating. Okay, let's see about calcium. So everybody thinks that we need to drink milk there is calcium in the milk, and we need for strong bones. But the thing is that calcium is not absorbed from the very good. There is no good absorption because of presence of the protein from the milk, which is called casein. And from cow's milk, it's casein 1 alpha, which is actually is genetically modified from so many years, and it's causing inflammation in the body, especially when there is leaky gut present. So when there is leaky gut, this bigger molecule protein from the milk called casein is leaking, going inside the blood, and our immune system is creating antibodies, and it's causing inflammation, which I used to have. So if you want more information about leaky gut and what are the steps how to heal, because people who don't have leaky gut, who have healthy body, healthy gut, they can consume milk sometimes, and it's not causing any reaction, any inflammation. Okay, if you want to know more, click on the link above and watch the 3-part video series where I explain how this happens, how leaky gut happens, and what are the 4 steps to follow to heal it. I will post the link in the description. Okay, so so that's why they identified that osteoporosis is more common in countries where people drink the most milk. I know because my mother drinks milk every morning, so I'm telling her to stop. And a few years ago, she fell and she broke her leg, she broke her arm, and it's much easier to break bones especially after menopausal. And that's why they add vitamin D when you buy the milk. You see, enhanced with vitamin D, because vitamin D is a hormone. It's a messenger which sends message to the body to send the calcium instead of the kidneys, where we pee it and we expel it because it's not absorbed, so and can create kidney stones, of course. So that's why they add vitamin D to direct the calcium to go straight to the bones and not to stay in the kidneys. Okay. So usually people who drink milk, they can have kidney stones. Okay, so casein alpha-1 in the cow's milk shows increase in tumor growth, and one study shows that men with highest milk consumption has doubled their rate of prostate cancer. So this is true. Okay. Another study shows, in Harvard study, they tested 10,000 women. They followed them with decades, and it showed that when entering menopause, they have higher risk of endometrial cancer. And if those women who consume milk, and osteoporosis is 70% much higher cases of osteoporosis. Okay, so now let's see about yogurt. Yogurt is, they say it has good bacteria, right? And it's good for the digestion, which is true because bacteria in the yogurt, they digest the lactose, so it has maybe less lactose. And but it still has the casein molecule, the protein, which is cancer causing, is promoting cancer growth. And it has less lactose because the bacteria is digesting the yogurt, the sugar in the milk. But it can cause diarrhea. Like my husband, whenever he drinks yogurt, he goes to toilet right away. So many people cannot tolerate. And also it has the hormones, right, in the milk, which have been given to the cows to produce more milk and to grow faster. Okay, let's see. Pasteurized milk is heated, which kills the bacteria and removes the enzymes, and it's easier to digest. Raw, it's much more difficult to digest, but it's they said it's better if you can find the raw milk from the animals, cows, goats, which have been living outside in nature, eating grass, eating insects, and it's better, but it may be more dangerous because it may grow bacteria. So raw milk, it may be good for the healthy person because some tribes in Africa, they consume raw milk, but they live in nature, mostly, so they have good microbiome diversity, so different microbes and enzymes and everything, so they are more healthy, they can tolerate and they can digest it easily. But for other people who live in cities and who are using disinfectant and killing all the bugs everywhere, so they have less diverse microbiome and much more difficult to digest raw milk. I'm talking about raw milk. Next thing, they give these cows which are in the farms raised, they give them antibiotics because they get sick very often because it's not their natural environment and they get sick very often. They give them antibiotics. So when consuming milk, we are actually consuming a part of these antibiotics, like metabolites, and that's why there is antibiotic resistance is created. So then they said by 2050, 10 million people will die from antibiotic resistance because we are not any longer, we cannot take any antibiotics to help us with healing or killing killing some bacteria, because we are constantly taking these antibiotics through the milk. So our bacteria becomes resistant, don't react anymore. Next thing, people who are on keto diet, they consume more dairy products. And I have seen in these people, they have more acne, more red in the face, more pimples. It shows that this is not good for them. And those people who are actually maybe exercising and they are maybe not consuming dairy products, and they drink protein shake in the morning. And what is in the protein? There is whey. What is whey? Whey is a product. It's a water solution which remains after they make the cheese. You know, they curdle, and the liquid is whey. And it's a milk product, and it also has casein, it also has lactose, and it also can cause problems, health issues. And whey protein has increased, it has been shown to increase insulin, same like white bread in one study. They tested and they show that it's increasing the insulin, same. But on the other hand, let's see the people who live in Sardinia, which is blue zone, one of the blue zones. We know what is blue zones, where the people, where more centenarians live, so people who live over 100 years. So let's see what are they doing to be more healthy and to live longer and healthier. People in Sardinia, it's an island in Italy, in Mediterranean, they consume milk products, they consume cheese, but their animals live in nature, outside. So they eat the grass, the leaves, and everything which is outside, which is rich in nutrients, in polyphenols. We know the polyphenols from the it's given, the polyphenols are the color of the vegetables and grass and everything, the fruits, the plants, and they are rich in antioxidants. They are very strong antioxidants. So whenever they make the cheese or milk, they are actually consuming the polyphenols together with consuming the milk. So it's from one side more beneficial, and they don't give them antibiotics, they don't give them growth hormones. So these people are using, you know, the pasta comes with cheese, of course, and they live more than 100 years. Okay. Okay, so let's see if we decided not to take dairy, like I'm not taking, rarely, because, you know, I consume cheese. I mean, kashkaval, which is aged cheese, has like 1 to 2% only lactose, but the milk has 11 till 15% lactose. And this one, I don't have issue with cow's cheese, and with aged cheese and kashkaval. And sometimes I eat, let's say, once or twice per month, and it doesn't cause me any gut issues. But if I take milk or something, I have cramps, pain, bloating, and because there is no enzyme to digest this lactose. So if we don't consume milk, so where we can get our calcium, right? The question is that we need strong bones, we need a healthy body, right? So calcium is also found in chia seeds. So 1 serving of chia seeds is same calcium as 1 glass of milk. Also sesame, tahini, leafy greens like arugula is rich in calcium, canned fish like sardines, and if you eat the bones with the sardines, from the sardines, it's also plant is rich with calcium, tofu, spinach, and quinoa. So if you want to get your calcium from somewhere else, so just incorporate this kind of food. Okay, so I hope this was beneficial and informational for you, and you may find your answer to your questions about milk and dairy and calcium and antibiotics and hormones and everything, and why you have these symptoms. If you have any of these symptoms that I mentioned, please write down in the comments. So you may try and investigate and try, let's say, 1-2 weeks without milk or cheese or any dairy products, and see if you have improvements in your symptoms. Okay. And as I said, some people don't have reactions. They say milk is good for them. Those are the people who have healthy gut and who have no issues. But I believe these people in this group and who are watching this video have issues with their gut and with their health. That's why you are in this group and following me, and you search for answers and how to improve your gut and your gut health and your overall health. So if you think that you have any issues and you want to heal, you have leaky gut, you have inflammation in your body, just click on the link above and watch this 3-part video series and follow the 4 steps in your healing journey. If you need some help, if you have any questions, please contact me, send me a message, and I will be glad to answer all your questions. So I wish you a beautiful day. So see you next time. Bye.